Hello everyone, it's Mrs Hill here with Thursday's literacy lesson. So here we are, we're going to go through our top sheet. So we're going to be writing a poem about a storm, and you've already written the first verse of your poem. We're going to be writing the second verse today, and we're writing for the children in Key Stage 1. Here are some features you might find in poetry: alliteration, onomatopoeia and rhyme. We're going to be using exclamation marks. You might sometimes include a question mark, full stops, finger spaces and capital letters. Okay, so here's our spelling page, and I've left the pyramid writing and the silly sentences for you as different ways to practice. I've mixed up some of the words again for you to choose which words you want to practice. So we've got even, behind, wild, most and child. So pause the video here. You could choose to practice writing them as pyramids, or you could pause and have a go at writing silly sentences with those words. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your spelling practice. So today we're going to be creating the second verse of our storm poem, and this verse is the one which is all about the calm after the storm has passed. So we're going to read our model text, then we're going to find the ENPs and the verbs in each sentence. If you remember, an ENP is an expanded noun phrase, which is an adjective and a noun. So I'm going to read it first, and then we'll get the highlighters and we will have a look. So the warm sun rose. Oh, it's not is, we need in, don't we? The warm sun rose in the wide blue sky, and the peaceful water slept on the seabed. The gentle breeze soothed the resting ships. The calm was glorious. Okay, let's get the highlighter, and let's start by finding those ENPs. So we have got warm sun, wide blue sky, peaceful water, the sea bed, gentle breeze and resting ships. And then let's go and change and get a different colour so that we can find the verbs. We've got rose, slept, soothed, and the verb here is was. So let's just show that we put those in purple. Brilliant. Okay, let's move on to the next page. So here are the images that we were using to generate our ideas. And here are the ENPs which we came up with earlier on in the week. We've got still water, anchored boats, wet sandy beach, warming sun just peeping out through the clouds, the colourful rainbow and wispy clouds. And then behind this box are some powerful verbs which I've thought about that we might be able to put with those images. So we've got floated, shone, brightened, illuminated, skimmed, hung, gathered, arched. We thought that one might be good to use for the rainbow. The colourful rainbow arched across the dark sky, and hovered. Okay, let's move on. So now we are going to have a go at building all of that together to then make our second verse. So I'm going to move this so that you can see the powerful verbs. We're going to follow the pattern that we used last time, where we've got the first line about the sky, the second line about the sea, and the third line about the wind. And I'm going to have a go at typing it with you so that you can see me generate the ideas. So we're going to start by thinking about the sky. I really liked this rainbow image, so I think I'm going to write something about the colourful rainbow and then it brightening the sky. So let's have a go at starting to type. So a beautiful colourful rainbow brightened the sky. Now, if I just have sky in there, I haven't got an adjective to describe sky. Remember, we're trying to put ENPs in, so we could write a beautiful, colourful rainbow brightened the, I'm going to put dark sky, or we could put moody sky. I might even put both of them, the dark, moody sky. So there's the first line of our poem. I'm going to write all of it with you, and then we'll go back through and check for the expanded noun phrases and the verbs. Then the second part I need to write is about the sea. So I'm going to talk about the waves lapping gently and probably being gently lapping against the sides of the boats. We don't want them crashing against the rocks anymore. If you look at the first image where the boats just sat very gently on the sea. So I think I'm going to write that. So let's start with soft waves gently lapped against the anchored boat. Next line. And then we're going to think about the wind. Well, after a storm, it becomes a lot quieter and a lot calmer, much stiller. So I'm going to put something about a very gentle breeze, a soft, gentle breeze skimmed the calm blue sea. So a soft, gentle breeze skimmed the calm blue sea. And then we're going to put the final line, the calm was glorious. And you need an exclamation mark. Right, let's get the highlighters out. Then we can check that we've got EMPs and powerful verbs. So beautiful, colourful rainbow, dark, moody sky, there's our EMP, soft waves and an anchored boat, soft, gentle breeze, and calm blue sea. And then let's switch and find purple so that we can do the verbs. Oh, now look, I've made a little mistake. I put brighten. It needs to say brightened. So let's edit that. Try and extend that slightly. So brightened, there we go. Right, let's highlight again. So it brightened the dark moody sea. It lapped and skimmed. Okay, and I'm just going to point out another couple of words in here to talk about. So beautiful is actually one of your Year 2 common exception words, and colourful and beautiful both have the suffix full at the end. We do a lot of work on suffixes applying to words, so that's just something that's good to point out. We've also got a suffix here of ly, and if you have an ly suffix at the end of a word, it shows you that that word is an adverb, so it tells you how the verb is happening. So in this case, it's telling us that the lapping is very gently. So if I just write that down here, just so you can remember, and then that we've got an adverb, just so that you can explain that there. Okay, so what you're going to do today is you're going to have a go at building your second verse of your poem. So you're going to be thinking about the calm. So exactly like we did yesterday, I'd like you to start by underlining the powerful verbs in this short passage, the one verse from the poem. Write it in your neatest handwriting and then underline the ENP, the powerful verbs in that bit. Then here, think about what verbs you're going to choose to use to describe these different pictures. So to describe the still. So you want a verb to describe the sky, a verb to describe the sea, and a verb to describe the wind. And then have a go at building those to write your own sentence. So just like we did in our previous example. So it says here example, and I'm afraid there isn't one in that bit. So if you just bear with me, I can type one now with you. So we'll take one of the lines from our poem. So we could say a soft breeze skimmed the blue sea. Okay, so we're really looking forward to seeing how this second verse works out for you all, and yes, please do post your work on Dojo so that we can all have a look. Take care.